in a few weeks, I'm playing Royal Hawaiian Golf Course and Turtle Bay. You should look those up.
I know Turtle Bay.
Yeah.
I played at Turtle Bay.
Oh, really?
hmm I think I got who was it? Did I get married in Turtle Bay? Yeah, I got
You
married a
got
long
married in
time ago.
Hawaii,
Yeah.
and you
Nah.
don't remember where you got married.
Well, clearly the marriage didn't last.
But I think it would be something you'd remember. All right, guys, quick question. How are my Shady Rays basically the same quality as the $200 sunglasses I used to buy? And I'm not exaggerating, they feel every bit as premium as the expensive brands I've owned. Got them right here. Look at these bad boys. They're awesome. Meanwhile, I'm wearing Shady Rays to the lake, on the boat, at the game, on the job site, because if I drop them in the ocean, they replace them. Knock them off the deck, they replace them. Sit on them day one, they will replace them. And here's the crazy part, they're actually premium. Polarized lenses that cut glare hard, super clear optics, durable frames with solid hinges, clean classic styles that look sharp without trying too hard. If you're outside, on the water, in the sun, or driving every day, you need shades that actually perform. Go to ShadyRays.com, grab a pair, and get sunglasses with lost and broken protection. We've teamed up with Shady Rays to bring you an exclusive offer. Head to ShadyRays.com and use code MACRO for 50% off 2 or more polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people.
All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope your Tuesday's starting off amazing. It is, what is it?
May 19th.
May 19th, the old famous 19th. You know what happened May 19th?
I do not.
I don't know either. Probably nothing. Probably everything.
Let's
Who
look it
knows?
up.
Any famous significant event May 19th? I was in high school forever, made me remember the 19th Amendment though, because our quarterback was number 19. And our history teacher was like, Ryan, do you know what the 19th Amendment is? And he was like, nope. And he's like, well, you should. He was like, why? Like, what number do you wear? She's like, 19. I'm like, well, you should know this one. She got mad at him. It's the women's right to vote. I'll never forget that one because of that. Whole class laughed at him. Shout out to Ryan. Hope he's doing well.
On May 19th, 1536, Anne Boleyn, the second wife of Henry VIII of England, was beheaded for adultery. I've been to the spot where that was. In 1963, Martin Luther King's letter from Birmingham jail was published.
Oh, that was a banger. Have you read that? I'm sure you've read that.
Yeah, I don't know if in totality, but yeah, in school we.
Got you.
In 1999, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace was released.
Okay.
Ho Chi Minh was born on this day in 1890.
Ho Chi Minh.
You're not familiar?
I am, but the audience, you got to
Oh,
give the audience.
yeah. He was the Vietnamese guy. He was like their leader.
Ah, the Vietnamese guy.
Uh Andre the Giant was born on this day in 1946. Archie Manning in 1949. Kevin Garnett in 1976. But yeah, Anne Boleyn, the wife, she was like 15, I think, or something, maybe a little older. But they have the spot in the Tower of London where they killed her, and they tell you all about it. Very cool tour if you're ever in London. The Tower of London, it's awesome.
So they offed her because she committed adultery.
She was accused of that. I don't think she did it. And then
Oh
when they
God.
were about to kill her, she said something to the effect of, "I didn't do this, but if it helps the king to kill me, if that is his will, then I will submit to it."
Damn, he had a rider.
Yeah,
Mm,
let me
mm.
find the quote. Um, Before her execution at the Tower of London on May 19th, 1536, Anne Boleyn delivered a poised diplomatic scaffold speech to the gathered crowd. She praised King Henry VIII as a merciful prince, deliberately avoiding angering the king to protect her daughter Elizabeth.
Wait, he, she, so she bit the bullet to protect her daughter from what?
I guess if she raised a stink, maybe she thought they would kill her daughter too.
Oh, that's a heartbreaking way to go out.
Her last words were recorded by Edward Hall, a chronicler of the time. She said, quote, "Good Christian people, I have not come here to preach a sermon. I have come here to die. For according to the law and by the law I am judged to die, and therefore I will speak nothing against it. I come hither to accuse no man. I pray God save the king and send him long to reign over you. For a gentler nor a more merciful prince was there ever."
The
Kneeling
cra-
at the block, her final prayer was, "To Jesus Christ I commend my soul. Lord Jesus, receive my soul." I don't know if that's what I'd say about the guy that was killing me.
that's a rider, dog. That is a rider. She
I
probably,
mean, surely she didn't believe that she was trying to protect her daughter.
yeah. The crazier part was he was definitely cheating. You know, he was getting all the,
Oh, he had like 10 wives or something.
oh, that was just legal back then. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think that's what the king did. I think that's what it was.
Oh, he was like, all right, I can get bitches. You can't handle bitches. That's just how this goes.
Oh, by the way, she was 29 when she was killed. Not she may have been married at like 15. I don't know, but she was
Damn.
young.
If
Yeah.
you go, if you aside from Jesus, if you go back to any historical moment, what would you go back to?
Moment. So just like one day.
Look, just like you, like I would watch that. I'm gonna go back and watch that. I want to see what happened.
Yeah, I mean that period is interesting. Obviously they're like maybe World War II, maybe Civil War. Go watch like Gettysburg or something.
You'd be on a lawn chair on a hill, just watching them fucking
I think people used to do that. Like
the little cosplay Jones.
when no, the actual war. Like there would
Oh,
be
really?
battles in people's backyard, and they'd go out there and sit and watch it.
I know people used to like have like cameras and shit out there, didn't they? Or am I imagining things?
I don't know. Maybe by the time they came around, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure people would go like there would be a battle in your farm, and people would just go watch it.
Couldn't be me, dog.
Let me make sure that's accurate. Yes, civilians frequently watched early Civil War battles. The most famous example is the First Battle of Bull Run in 1861, where Washington elites, politicians, and reporters rode out to Virginia expecting a quick, entertaining Union victory. They brought opera glasses and picnic baskets, earning it the nickname the Picnic Battle. I guess if you didn't have TV or radio or video games and you were like, hey, there's a battle happening down the street, I might go watch.
Yeah, and you had like severe psychosis. The fuck?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. But
It's,
like, what,
yeah,
what else?
it's a Tuesday. Let's go watch the slaughter. You down? Yeah, fuck it. I'm down. I ain't got shit up.
I mean, they didn't even have baseball back then. Like, what were they doing?
They used to go to like plays and shit, right?
Yeah.
Like plays were big.
Shout out
Music
Lincoln,
music was a
R.I.P.
thing. Yeah, Lincoln. Let's see. I mean, I don't know. What did people do for fun? I
Yeah, I
imagine it was
guess.
probably a little funner, honestly. I read this study a while back that people are more like if you were to order from a menu, if you go to a menu or like a restaurant, you go to a menu and there's like three things: big bowl, little bowl, small bowl, medium bowl, small bowl, right? That genuinely is more pleasing to people. Like then you go to like a cheesecake factory where there's thousand things to choose from, you're more happy with just the little amount of choices. So I think back then they may have been a little bit more, I don't know, relatively anyway, just by choices. There's just the influx of shit nowadays can I can see how that can debilitate people. It's kind of why I've stepped back from everything. I had to take a mental health reset. I haven't been in the culture for a minute, man. I've kind of just been out of it.
I am also going to your restaurant example. I am more inclined to think a place does something well if they only have five things,
Facts.
as opposed to you go to a diner and they're like, "Oh yeah, you can get the lobster or pancakes," and it's like, okay, well, I don't trust that your pancakes are very good if the guy making them is also making the lobster.
I
But
agree.
like Raising Cane's, they sell chicken fingers. That's it. They're a $5 billion company.
I'm in agreement. It'd be them
Do
like
one thing.
the mom and pops too. Ramen shops that are like that, those are the best ramen shops for all my ramen connoisseurs out there. The best ramen shops are the joints that you just walk in, they're like, yo, we got spicy miso or we got tonkatsu. This is a ramen shop. So all we do is ramen. Them be the ones. Yeah, be the
Yeah.
ones. Yeah. How's your weekend, man? Mine was pretty low key. Nothing significantly was in I didn't get impacted that. Oh, I lied. This was a big weekend for me actually. The what is it? Oh, the PGA. The PGA. I'm sure you didn't watch it. Did you watch it?
I considered watching some on Sunday, and then I just kind of looked at the leaderboard, and none of the names were interesting to me, so I just didn't watch it. I saw Aaron Rise putt. That was sick.
Yeah, that was
But
dope.
I didn't watch any live.
Yeah, it was dope. I like seeing new blood get some spin in the major scene, in the major circuit. I'm not a fan of Rory as like a human. Excuse me. Not like, anything personal, but it's like some of the he's kind of like a little
That sounded mildly personal.
well, no, not like I don't know him, you know what I'm saying? But
You
like
just
I
hate
just
his character.
the way he be like so when all them cats went to live, right? He was one of the ones like, oh, blah, blah, blah. He just like chirping on him and harping on him. Like, and to me, that's weak. That's like, how you gonna say what another man does to feed his family, right? I've always been like that, like regardless. And he just always kind of like a little crybaby, dog. But I'm a huge fan of his game. So like, I don't really give a fuck what he does off the course, honestly. I'm always kind of rooting for him on the course. And so he made a little push. That was fun to watch. Really, really, really dope major. I like seeing like John Rahms is my favorite golfer out right now. He made a little push too. But Aaron Wright had a good one. So it was fun to watch that. I like them battles, man. Anything else
I had
significant?
a golf experience this week, and I'm curious what you would have done in this situation.
Run it.
And you don't have this problem because you play at a private club. How long does it take you to play 18 holes?
It depends. I typically don't play weekend golf because it just be too packed. Even on some of the not my course. My course is still kind of it'll be a little thick out there on the weekend, but for the most part, during the week, I mean, there's rarely anybody on the course. But sometimes we'll go every now and then, and a foursome anywhere from 4 to 4.5 hours.
Oh, still that long?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Go ahead.
I was playing golf Saturday with a friend who you know. And we got to the 14th tee, and we had been playing for 4 hours. And he was like, I got to get back to like my dog. And I was like, bro, I'll leave right now. He was like, really? I was like, I will not stop you. We will turn this cart around right this second. And so we did. We turned around and left because we were going to be there for 5.5 hours.
I think golf should be like 15 holes. Like 18 is too many, but like nine
take
is not enough.
Madeline, what did I
Big-
tell you
Big
before
T.
they came in here?
I say it every time. I don't play 18 often, but when I do, I'm like exhausted by it.
I
Literally,
want-
Big T told me. Oh, sorry.
I want to make Arian, tell me if you're interested in putting some capital towards this. I think this is
I'm in
I
too.
think this is a business waiting to boom.
Big T told me this 20 minutes ago.
I want to make a 13-hole golf course.
Yes.
And I want to put a nice like restaurant and bar in it, like a Top Golf style type deal, but then it's a real golf course out there. It's 13 holes. The halfway house is as at 6. Because when you play 9, you're like, I could go a few more. But then when you play 18 and you've been on the course for 4 hours and 20 minutes and you're on the 14th hole, you're like, when can I get out of here? So I think 13, you could talk me into 14, is the sweet spot. And I think we just build a 13-hole golf course.
I think I don't have this opinion because like I'm a lifer. So this game got me for life. And I can't be on the golf course enough. I've
But again,
You're good though.
Huh?
Like an average, you're good though. So you're getting done quicker most of the time than like an average person. Like if I'm playing bad, which I normally am, I'm like so bothered. I'm like, I just want to be done.
So this what y'all should like I'm gonna address your point, but this is what I think. I think recreational golfers, right? Because I was there. There was a point where it's like when you line up and you don't know where your tee shot's gonna go. No clue. If I hit it good, cool. But for the most part, right? I play the brand of golf where it's like I know my shot shape, right? I know I'm going to hit a fade off the tee. Sometimes I hit a pull five. My hips too fast, whatever the case may be. Like, but that's fun. I'm actually playing the course. That's when golf gets really, really fun. But for recreational golfers, I would advise you to don't like pick up the majority of the time. Like,
Oh, well, yeah, I do that.
yeah. So like if somebody in the group play a shamble. Like if somebody in
It's
the
not
group
that
hits
serious.
somebody in the group hits a good drive, everybody drop from there and just play there. Play from there. Like play games, like make it fun. Cause like if you're out there counting scores, like there are times where I would be even me, like I'm okay. If my score is getting to the high 80s, low 90s, I just won't. I stop scoring and just play the course and just forget. Like just don't worry about the score. Like there's still times where I play like shit, but I would do that. But to your point, I think that would be sexy to the average golfer. I do actually, but for people who play the shit, it won't. You're gonna have people with the shrink the game. You heard those?
I
But
think there's
those are all
more
the people who
yes.
are on the course for 6 hours on
I
a
think there's
Saturday.
more people
Yeah.
that exist like that than like people who love golf so much.
Yeah,
That,
I
like,
see
wanna
both
be there.
sides. Yeah, I see both sides. I understand just wanting to go out there and vibe. You know what I'm saying? But like I'll if I go dolo and it's just me or just me and a buddy, I'll finish in like hour and a half, 2 hours, easy.
18 holes?
Yeah. But it's just like me and maybe one other person. But like if it gets four, I usually pay for money games. We always betting. That takes a little longer because we play by real rules. Like you got to drop two clubs. If you hit it at a hazard, two clubs, you back up, put a tee down, drop it. Like we play real for real. Um, but not everybody can or should do that. So I mean I feel you. I feel you, man. I don't
I
know
think it's a
if I pay how much was the fees? The course.
$77.
See, now you're pushing it to. I mean, that's a Muni.
It was Cog Hill, so it was like a good public course.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I finished my round just on the strength. Like if it was like a $30 course for it, all right, whatever. You get 70, 80, 90. I'm gonna play this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
And I'm generally like that, but once it's hot, you're out there, you're just standing at the tee box waiting for people the whole time, and I wouldn't have proposed it, but when he was like, "Man, I kind of need to get home," I'll go right now.
What time you tee off?
11:30,
Oof, see,
and we
summertime.
left at 3:45.
Another pro tip. Summertime, you got snagged the morning tee times.
I'm all about. I'll go at 6:30. I
Yeah,
don't
get
care.
just just for the vibes as far as like temperature. So it's not hot. You finish around like 11, 12. Perfect. You still got the whole day ahead of you. You can sit in the clubhouse, you have drinks, food, or just going about your day. In the summertime, you got to grab. Or you do the sundown Jones, where it's like you tee off at like 5 or 4:30 or something like that. Or
But
no,
see, then it's still hot, and it's like I don't like those.
I feel you.
I have a golf question.
Shoot.
So like Arian's private club versus like Cog Hill, can you just play? I know you have to play like a foursome at a public course all the time. Like you get matched up with random people if you don't have four. Can you go out there by yourself and no one else goes with you on your private course?
Yeah.
So like if it was just you, like no one's gonna join you.
Mm-mm. Nobody will. I mean, they could ask because like there's only 300 members, right? So it's not a
Oh
lot of
wow.
people. I mean, and like everybody's in and out. So like majority of the time, like if you go, like if I go today's Monday, so if I go there and I don't like we don't even really book tea times. You do, but like they're more for the weekends when
There's more people
there's
coming.
more people. But like if I book an 11:30 on a Monday, odds are there's gonna be like 7 people there. And usually they're just hitting the range or something like that. And like sometimes you start to develop like friendships and stuff with the other members. And I'll hit balls and be like, hey man, I'm about to go shoot 9. You want to run? And they're like, yeah, I'll pull up. But
Right.
if not, nah, I'd be out there by myself.
I think I'd like that better.
It is a more enjoyable experience, and that's what you pay for. It's an egregious amount of money for a game,
Right.
but I mean, can't die with it. You know what I'm talking about?
True. Thank you for answering that.
Arian,
You're welcome.
I just booked yesterday. In a few weeks, I'm playing Royal Hawaiian Golf Course and Turtle Bay. You should look those up.
I know Turtle Bay.
Yeah.
I played at Turtle Bay.
Oh, really?
I think I got who was it? Did I get married in Turtle Bay?
You?
Yeah, I got
You
married.
got
a long
married in
time ago.
Hawaii,
You don't
Yeah.
remember?
and you don't remember where you got married.
Well, clearly the marriage didn't last.
But I think it would be something you'd remember.
No, I'm not. I don't care about shit like that. Like, I just
You're
don't-
what?
Wait, I'm what?
Even at the time you did, though, I assume.
no.
Or no, it was like not. you
I was
didn't
going
really
to say,
care.
don't make him answer that.
No, I mean, I'm very upfront honest. I was way too young to get married. I was not in the mental state to get married. That's a stupid move on my part. But I just wasn't like and now looking back, I'm not the type to get married. Like I would love it in theory, but I just don't know if that's in the cards for me. But anyway, I'm not like a stickler on details. Like y'all know this better than anybody, honestly. I don't plan a lot. Like I kind of just fly by the seat of my cuff. And so if I'm with somebody, usually if I got a girl or something, like I'd be like, yo, book all this shit, handle all of that stuff. Just tell me what time I gotta be at the airport. Like I don't like getting into the details of where we're going, what's there, how much does the plates cost, and all of that shit. I don't like that shit. That's not for me. I get like anxiety. It's not something I enjoy.
Do you remember the general, like, you don't know where you got married? This is a bit.
I think it. Why would it be a bit? I don't give a fuck. I think it was Turtle Bay, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was.
The resort there?
I think so. It was, bro. I got married in 2000. What? 12? That was fucking 15 years ago.
That's not that long ago in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, I mean, I bet if I asked you about a football game in 2012, you'd remember it.
Yep.
You remember you was kind of tripping because I don't know none of the stadium's names.
What, like in the dozen?
Yeah,
Well, that's
like
different. This is, again, I do feel like it's your wedding. I understand it didn't, work out,
yeah.
but it seems like an event you would remember.
I remember the event. Yeah, I could tell you everything that happened. Like
He danced with his mom too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
well,
See, I remember the like like details have never been important to me. Like ever. Like shit like that is
That
just
is,
never.
I can attest to that.
Didn't you
Yeah.
wear like a white suit, like a bright white suit? Or am I making that up?
Yeah, I think I have a picture of me dancing with my
Wait,
mom.
you have a wedding picture?
Well, it's because I'm dancing
you
with my
were a
mom.
white
It's a picture of me
Oh,
and my mom.
it's not like with you and your ex-wife.
Boom. No. See, that's me and my mom.
Aw.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very nice.
See? Shit like that matters to me, but like
That's cute.
the place that it's at, why would that? It's just not something I pay attention to like that. Because I didn't book it. It wasn't like the marriage didn't last. And so it doesn't like hold a special place in my heart. You know what I'm saying? Like
Fair.
Just feels like something you'd remember.
I
But
don't
it was
know.
for sure Hawaii.
Huh?
It was for sure Hawaii.
It was for sure. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I mean, if he had that wrong,
No, because I was that was the one thing I did have a hand in. I was like, I want to make it where if you want to come, you got to plan and go out your way to be there. I don't want you to just pop in and I got to buy you a plate. You know what I mean? Like if you want to come, like you got to plan. And so it was a nice little like 40, 50 people wedding. It wasn't even that many people.
did you stay there at that resort? Assuming that's where it was?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be there in a little
I'm
while. It's where they
thinking,
filmed. You must have been right on the heels of, it's where they filmed Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
I came here to murder you.
It was really hot back then.
Another funny part of it. Turtle Bay.
I believe it's a Ritz-Carlton now.
I think is it? Oh, the Google Maps only shows me a picture of the street. Oh, the website. Good. It's a good question. I don't know. I don't remember, man.
You should find that out.
It's not gonna change my day one way or the other.
I'll send you some pictures and see if it rings any bells.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if there's anything. I remember there was a drink I liked at the pool. Lava flow. Lava flow.
I'll write it down.
Lava flow was
If they still got it
extremely
15
good. It was
years
very
later.
very sweet, but it was like, yo, this is hitting. Had some, I think, rum in it. See, I remember details like that, but I don't know. I've never been a stickler for those kind of details. I guess it's selective memory. You remember what you want to remember.
Yeah, well, I'll be there in a month. I'll send you some pics. See if
Golf course was
you
great.
remember being there. Okay.
I didn't play then. I had later went back to that resort, which is why it rung a bell. Other than it's where I got married, and I played there. It was nice. You should have a great time.
Was that for the Pro Bowl or just hanging out?
That's in my mind. What I'm struggling with now. I remember Turtle Bay. I don't know if I was there for the Pro Bowl or the wedding. I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel where was Aloha Stadium? Was it in? It was in Honolulu, right? Which is like the other side of
I believe
the island. So it
believe.
probably wouldn't have been for Pro Bowl.
There you go. Yeah, deductive reasoning.
I think it's only like an hour, so it still might have been, but
That's what I'm saying. See, I think the thing is I don't ever book none of my shit. That's what it is. Like, one of my favorite hotels of all time is the Brooklyn the one hotel in Brooklyn. I used to book it when I used to go to New York with the New York offices when Macro was there. And I remember that hotel because I was the one that used to book it. Like, I think that's it. I think I just don't book my shit. Like, just tell me to show up and I'll be there, and whatever happens, happens. There's no significance. It doesn't resonate with me. Anyway, hope
is the one hotel brand, is that like the only people I ever hear talk about it are people I know that are wealthy. So is that a very preferred brand?
I can't speak for other ones. I've only been to that one, and the what I liked about it is every New York hotel is fucking tiny. Everything is so tiny in New York. You go to that one, and there's finally room and space in your room. That's what stood out to it for me. And it was very like modern, like little like hipster vibe, but very, very like spacious and very clean. I loved it. And then you get the whole Manhattan. You get the whole view of Manhattan right there because you're right across the Brooklyn Bridge. This shit is fire. Anytime I go to New York, I go to that one now. Free promo.
Nice.
Shout out to One Hotel. Oh man, I am tired as shit. I was working out my son at 5 a.m. We started his training. I'm proud of little man.
What's he training for?
Huh?
What's
Basketball.
he training for? Oh,
Yeah,
basketball.
basketball. Yeah.
Like, are you training like basketball drills or like working out like lifting?
No, so how you do it is like if you want to build an athlete, right? You have to build a foundation, right? And so the foundation right now is strength and endurance, right? And so it's like the first. A lot of people, and this is just for anybody, right? If you just like trying to work out, a lot of people just like go to the gym and they just walk around and don't really know what to do. And so if you want to build out and have like a goal for your body, you have to build a foundation. And right now, like as a kid, he's 13 years old, just turned 13. He doesn't know how to run. Most people don't know how to run. You don't know how to run. You don't know how to breathe when you run. You don't know how to breathe when you train. So we're building a foundation. I'm getting him strong. We're doing a little bit of weight training, and then we are gonna build his core, and then we're gonna build the structure on how to run. That's in the morning time. And then at nighttime, we do all basketball drills. And one of the trainers that trained De'Aaron Fox, I got him to come work with him. So he gonna hate me in about 2-3 weeks. But I hated my dad too. But now I'm retired. So shout out
Is
to
this
Fox.
going all summer?
All summer long. Yeah, I'm delaying all my summer plans. I told him I'd lock in with him.
Isn't it like AAU season right now too?
See, that's the thing. kids love to, like AAU ball and stuff like that. And so I told him, I said, listen, let's take a year off of AAU and let's train you. No AAU basketball. And he was hesitant at first, but I was like it's better to train, and because it's an industry now. I said this a while ago, and I saw an article about it. I said this years ago on this podcast that nowadays is different than like when we was growing up. When we was growing up, it was talent, and then you got coaching and training. That was what was kind of like unique about my position was I had talent as a kid, but my dad played college ball, and so he knew how to train. He knew what to do, especially with my body type. And so it put me ahead of the curve a little bit. Now it's an industry like child training, like getting kids
Oh yeah,
personal training.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge industry. And so what's happening is you're having kids that aren't as talented, but have the means to train. And right, wrong, or different, if you outwork people, you will get better than them. They always used to say talent has a shelf life. And so now what you're seeing is kids with like resources, they're getting coaching really early, and it's putting them in positions to succeed at a way higher rate. And that's only going to continue to grow because the industry is getting so big. And so he said he wanted to, this is what he wanted to do with his life. I used to be a professional athlete. I know how to train. I know how to work. He's in a unique position because we have a lot of resources, and I don't mean like money. I just mean like I can go talk to like a Jamal Crawford or whatever. All the connections I made over throughout my lifetime, and like really get real knowledge about this game. As well as the shit I know. I used to ball Big T. That was my
You know
first.
Jamal Crawford?
Yeah, that's my dog.
Oh, loved him when he was on the Hawks.
Yeah, that's my dog. Greatest ball handler of all time. Great. I argued this with Clyde Drexler not too long ago. I don't give a fuck what he says. I know he's a Hall of Famer, but I think he's stuck in his era. Jamal Crawford runs circles. He thinks it's Isaiah Thomas. I'm like, come on, dog. He does make a good point though, but he says he's like, yo, false, man. They changed the rules. The rules are different. So like when we was playing, you couldn't have the ball. You couldn't have the ball on the side that was carrying. Like if
Oh,
you
they'd call a carry on your ass.
yeah, and so he's like we had to dribble like that. So like when you see them old cats and you know what I'm saying, like he's like we had to dribble like that. I was like that makes sense. I understand what you're saying, but when they changed the rule, they took it to another level.
Yeah, some of the videos of carries in the 80s, it's like, it's nuts. You wouldn't
Yeah,
even look at it now.
yeah. Allen Iverson used to get called for carried a lot when I was growing up. And now it's I don't do they even call that shit anymore?
It has to be egregious.
Right, yeah.
And even then they
Sometimes,
usually
yeah.
don't. You talking about that though, I can't believe we haven't done this. I want to do an episode on like youth travel sports. Cause
It's
that deal
it's
is
psycho.
insane now. Even
Bruh.
from when I was a kid, which I mean now was a long time ago, but like
You're still a
the
kid, man.
you can you have to pay to like watch those games online like your kid, and they're charging $30-$40 to get into tournaments, and like the money people
Yeah.
spend on it is crazy.
This shit wow, bro. This shit wow. Bro, I remember last season in my son's AU tournament. I'm the type of parent which I advise all you parents to be this type of parent, bro. If you have a kid on the court, sit your ass down and watch the game, dog. Stop yelling at the refs. Stop yelling at the coach. I don't give a fuck what your pedigree is, dog. Shut up. Nobody wants to hear that shit, dog. Odds are your kid is not gonna be a pro. Odds are your kid is not gonna play college sports. Just enjoy the experience and let your kid be a kid. Like the only time I'll talk to my son is if he looks at me in the crowd for advice. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes he'll look at me and he'll be like, what do I do? And I'm like, okay, hey, you got to box out. I say, hey, watch his left hand. You know what I'm saying? I'll give him little advice like that. But these parents, though, I remember one time last year, like they kid is balling and this motherfucker's running up and down the sidelines talking shit to all of us, the parents. And I'm like, dog, like it's not even close to that crucial. Then they start to yelling at the kids. Kids, kids can't even enjoy their experience. It is. I don't know if it was like that when I was a kid because I was always locked in the game. But it is gross, dog. It's not a pretty sight, man. I think a lot that's what it is. A lot of these parents like want that's their meal ticket. They want their kids to be their meal ticket. Bro, let these kids be kids, man. It is yuck. It is
I
yuck.
want to get a good guess for that, so I don't know if we could do it by Thursday, but I want to do an episode on that because I think some of the stuff that's going on is really interesting and crazy. Like, people will go into tens of thousands of dollars of debt
Yep.
so their kids can play, on the best travel team or whatever, and then they don't get recruited at all. Like, no. And football's the one sport where you not only do you not have to do that, you can't really. There's no like. There isn't AAU football, like it's, you just play in high school and that's kind of it. But like basketball and baseball and soccer and like those youth teams are money printers.
Yep. It's been like that for years for baseball. I know them cats, all them Puerto Rican cats, them South American cats, I think the MLB actually like subsidizes a lot of that shit, right? Like they put
have
money
like academies and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who would be a good guest for that is Greg Olson.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be on his podcast.
I know you were.
Well, can we do a home and home?
We can get him.
I'll be down.
Probably not this week, but yeah.
All right, we'll get, and then you've got to do us a solid and go back on his.
Yeah.
I was totally down. It's just the scheduling conflicts.
But that's just the first person that came to my mind because that says like he talks about all of that.
Yeah.
And how detrimental it can be for kids, I feel like.
You gotta remind me, there's two I want to ask you about. Connor. The first one was, I don't know if you saw, it was a while back. There was this little kid who like hit a home run and he flipped his bat and all the kids were like around and they were surrounding the whole plane. It was all happy. There was people that were like lambasting this little kid saying where are the parents and blah blah blah.
I know the video you're talking about. So I think I know what you're gonna say. To be fair, I wish I knew the name of the team or something. People should go watch the video. He did more than flip the bat. He was, I think if I recall correctly, he was like kind of taunting the pitcher as he was going around the bases. Like he was doing a lot.
Yeah.
And he was maybe 10, 11 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. You're gonna say that you're fine with that?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And listen. If you're playing high school baseball and in the state tournament you hit a huge home run and you're fine. I mean, there is an element of respect in baseball that kind of like unwritten rules and stuff that people don't like violated. But I am generally of the opinion if you hit a home run, shouldn't let him hit a home run. But when it's 11-year-olds. I think you should be teaching them like, hey, that's not, you don't do that. If you get to the big leagues, go fucking do that. If you hit a home run off a major league pitcher, do cartwheels around the bases. But when you're 11, you have a little bit of respect.
I understand. I like if it was my kid, right? So one of my sons plays ball and he liked to talk shit a little bit, right? And if he plays bad and he talks shit after the game, I say, hey, you can't be talking shit if you stinking up the court. Like lock in, you know what I'm saying? It looks bad. Don't do that. If he's talking shit and then he gets mad at the other team talking shit, I was like, dog, don't talk shit if you can't give it. You know what I'm saying? If you can't take it. If you can't take it, don't pop shit. And at the end of the game, you shake hands and you show love. Because it's y'all are competing, y'all are in the middle of the game. Hey, it's all right to be a little chirpy. I'm okay with that. But like I'm always like, yo, there's a certain level. And so like I understand what you're saying as far as like flipping the bat and shit. Like if it was my car, I'd be like, hey, I'd be like, yo, good shit, but like maybe tone it down. I understand that. But if my kid was the pitcher and my kid was mad that he flipped the bat, that's when I'd be like, don't throw him high fastball.
And there is an element of that, but again, when it's 11-year-olds, and even if you just toss the bat with a little stank on it, like, okay, whatever. If I recall correctly, that team was wearing like GoPros on their helmets. Like it was a whole organizational thing. Like, yeah, like that shouldn't be what you're teaching kids.
So the second one I wanted to ask you about was this was recent. There was a kid at a track and field meet. Did you see these?
No, I don't think so.
So look at this. See if you can find a video. There's a kid at the track and field meet who won. I think it was a 300 hurdles, and he was kind of did like what Usain Bolt did. He was like, you know what I'm saying? And it's a state championship, mind you. And he kind of taunted a little bit. And then they told him after that race, if you do that again, you're gonna get DQ'd. And then he had a 4x4, team 4x4, and he was the ankle leg. And at the end, he just held up his hand while he's passing the line, and they DQ'd the whole team for a state championship. And to me, that was weak as hell.
Okay, I found it.
All right, you look at the video and tell me.
So I don't see the first one you're talking about. I just see him holding up the hand.
Yeah, I mean
But so-
the first one was very similar to that. It wasn't much more than that.
So but you're saying he had been warned.
Yeah, he got warned.
So in a vacuum, I don't find this to be egregious, but I do think pragmatically, if you had been warned about that and you still did it, then like, I mean, that's a very dumb thing to do. But like the holding up the hand, I'm not offended by
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Like,
It just seems like if I was one of that guy's teammates and they had said like, hey, knock it off, and he did it again, I would be very pissed off.
I would be mad at the second place team if I was a teammate on the second place team. That's what I would be mad.
For accepting it?
I'm like, y'all gonna hand us that? I'm like, I don't want it. That's just how I'm like, I can't. How?
All right, but then they say no, we don't want it, and then they go to the third place. Eventually, somebody's gonna say, all right.
That's where you show your solidarity. Nobody accepts this shit. They won the shit. Give it to them. What are we doing?
It's not like, I mean, if it's not gonna go in the record book, they all know who won.
But it's a state championship. It's not like a regular track.
I understand.
That's to me.
But like they know they won. It's like Louisville, the basketball title that they won that the NCAA took away. Like I was at the game against Michigan. I saw them win it. Everyone knows they won. Like you can say, okay, you didn't, but at some point, like, what does that do?
I agree, which is why I'm like, the whole DQ shit for taunting is ridiculous anyway. Taunting.
If that was the only thing he did, I would say that's insane. I don't know the first one.
It's not much more than that. Dog.
It seems like a bad decision to have made, even if the conduct is not like that wasn't near to the level of what the other thing you were talking about, the baseball kid did.
I mean, two different levels for sure, but I just want to get your opinion on those. I'm all for. I mean, there's a fine line. Like I saw pictures of these videos of these this one group, basketball kids. Just, I mean, it was balling though, but they was talking the most shit, doing layups on cats, and then doing a little, the too small thing afterwards. There was this John.
Yeah, see, that's the kind of stuff you can't do. Like, that's why you have to teach the kids a baseline of like, okay, have some respect, and then, if you're a senior in high school and you're beating the hell out of somebody, like you can talk shit to them.
Yeah, it's a top down thing. I don't ever mind shit talking, but there's an art to it. There's an art to it. There's a way to do it that's a little tasteful, But if you whooping somebody ass, ain't no reason to talk shit. Like if you dogging somebody, ain't no reason. Yeah. But anywho,
I want to do that as an episode.
Sports, yeah, I think that would be a dope episode, and yeah, that would be dope to have Greg Olson on, man.
Shout out, Greg.
No, you got huh?
I said shout out. Just
shout out.
This episode's brought to you by Shopify. Starting something new isn't just hard, it's terrifying. So much work goes into this thing that you're not entirely sure will work out, and it can be hard to make that leap of faith. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the US. Get started with your own design studio. With hundreds of ready-to-use templates, Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store that matches your brand style. Accelerate your efficiency whether you're uploading new products or trying to improve existing ones. Get the word out like you have a marketing team behind you. Easily create email and social media campaigns wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. Best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping to processing returns and beyond. Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/dose. Go to shopify.com/DOSE. That's shopify.com/dose.
All right, man. Let's go down your list of tings.
So I guess while we're on the subject of youth, there's an interesting thing going around right now. I don't know how much you've seen of this. I'll just read this tweet. This is from Anthony Bradley. Clemson is $1.5 billion in debt. Syracuse is closing or pausing 93 programs. University of North Carolina plans to cut spending by $89 million over the next 3 years. Duke recently let 600 employees go in a $350 million budget cut. And Indiana Public Colleges announced a plan to eliminate or merge 580 programs statewide. Then here's another tweet. The University of Vermont lost 7% of its incoming freshman class year over year, and next year they're projecting it's going to be 15% lower. And then here's a chart of the fertility rate in the United States that in 2007 just goes basically straight down. When obviously kids born in 2007 are all going to college right now. So there is an interesting, theory with some evidence to back it up that college might be in some trouble generally.
So this is just not sports. This is the entire institution.
No, this is like student body. Ironically, at the same time college sports are exploding monetarily, the colleges themselves are in trouble.
Is there any follow-up information as the reasons as to why?
I mean, I think it's that I think it's a confluence of the birth rate went down, right? It was a perfect storm of technology exploding, financial crisis, more dual career households, all of that happening in 2007. And if you look at the birth rate, it was 2.1 in 2007. Right now it's 1.6. I don't know what those numbers. Oh, that's babies per woman. So we're down half a baby per woman since 2007. So I think there are fewer people. The cost of college has also risen dramatically. And now you have AI and things like that are taking away jobs that you would have needed to go to college for even 5 years ago. So I think just all of that combined, I think there's going to be a pretty steep decline in enrollment.
Babies per woman.
That's what it says.
Let's see.
It says 2.1 is replacement rate. So I guess that's what you need to maintain the population.
That's interesting. I hear a lot about it, about the generation below me they're just not having kids. People just don't want to have kids. I haven't looked much into it though. That's interesting. Shit's just
So of
getting
course,
expensive.
the three of us, other than you, will have gone to college at the perfect height of the deal. I'm very thankful to have paid all my student loans back quickly, but maybe this is what will finally drive the cost of college down. People just stop going.
Yeah, it is egregiously expensive. My daughter's a junior, and we have a 520. I gotta look back into that. It's been a while since I looked at it, but I had a 529 plan for all my kids when they were born. See how much that covers, but it's about to be a nice little chunk of change about to hand over. Interesting.
Yeah.
What else
But yeah, so we'll monitor over the next 5-10 years what that kind of amounts to. I just thought it was very interesting that college seems to be not doing great despite the cost rising every
What
single
is
year.
doing great? I mean, everything's expensive. What is doing good right now?
Everything is expensive, but there are still industries that I think Disney World just raises their prices every year and people keep going.
Yeah, I'm saying outside of like entertainment shit. I think sports is always going to do well. Entertainment is
Sports
generally
is
always going to do well because people need like some kind of escapism from their reality. I think that's always going to be the case. But like, what is there an industry that is actually aside from Lockheed Martin?
I hate to say it, but like AI.
But that's all propped up by like fake money. We don't know how well that is doing.
Yeah, I would say off of the AI thing, like because of AI, I think like the power industry and the energy industry.
But Arian, you're saying like a consumer
Good.
sector.
Yeah.
Which I mean, if you classify, you know, all of that as entertainment, like there's only so many other ones. Like I think restaurants are down.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that Nike's down quarter-over-quarter right now.
Yeah, I saw their stock was not doing well.
Yeah.
Maybe like Amazon
Yeah.
doing well.
That's like an umbrella for
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they own
everything.
everything now.
What
Yeah.
about like
monopoly.
skincare? I be buying shit.
I would just as a purely a guess, I would imagine it's down just as people try to spend less money, but I don't know.
Are we in a recession technically? No.
I don't think, like, technically, no.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, I
Sure.
understand it's not great. That's not what I'm. But are we technically in a recession?
Not to my knowledge.
I think you would be well aware if we had hit the benchmark for it. They'd be touting it all the time. It's 2 consecutive quarters of GDP loss. Is that what it is?
So here's the overall scale. OpenAI. This is just Chat GPT. Overall scale, OpenAI is roughly 25 billion in annualized revenue as of February 2026, generating about 2 billion per month. That covers consumer subscriptions, business products, and API usage combined. I think they're kind of throwing all of that stuff. Subscriber base, there are around 50 million total paid subscribers across the Plus, Team, Enterprise, and Pro tiers, including over 7 million Enterprise workplace seats. So they are generating profit. I think they're just losing on how much they're investing back into it as far as like data centers are concerned.
Well, they literally can. They can keep losing money, and then people are like, "But this is so." You know, we have decided the value of this is $40 trillion or
Well-
whatever, and then they just keep getting infusions of cash.
And then doesn't Sam Altman just wants, if something crashes, he just wants a government bailout.
Yeah, and he wants it to be a utility.
Right.
Scumbag.
The headline number people usually want is that 25 billion annualized figure, but the cleaner answer for just consumer subscriptions is harder to pin down publicly because OpenAI doesn't break it down cleanly. It estimates around $8 to $12 billion annually from like subscriptions that they're actually taking in. That's a lot of bread, dog.
But yeah, I'm trying to think if you just classify a bunch of stuff as entertainment, I guess you would say the housing market for sellers is doing well right now, but I think that is about to change because I just saw we have the largest delta of sellers and buyers that we've ever had. Like prices have gone up so much that now there are too many people trying to sell their houses and not enough people who can afford to buy one. So those prices should seemingly come down at some point soon. So even like that is going to flip. So I don't know what sectors of the consumer economy you would say are doing better than normal other than entertainment, which will seemingly always just go up.
Yeah. Damn. I don't know much about the housing market. I stopped paying attention after I got my house.
Yeah, you got in at the right time.
Yeah. Well, what else you got on your list, man?
Have you been following
No.
alpha gal syndrome at all?
No.
Now,
Alpha gal syndrome.
to his credit,
I think Billy do a video on that.
Billy
shit?
Football was early on this.
Okay.
I was like, where have I
Yeah,
heard that
where have I heard
before?
So, yeah, he was early on this, and it's becoming a problem. So there's these ticks. They're called Lone Star ticks that spread this disease called alpha-gal syndrome that makes you unable to eat meat. And there is a paper that was written by 2 medicine professors at Western Michigan University who published it in a journal, and they say it is, quote, morally obligatory to genetically engineer Lone Star ticks and spread them across the country to infect people with alpha-gal syndrome because it is morally indefensible to eat meat. So they say, therefore, it is obligatory to infect people with this disease. They call it a moral bioenhancer.
God, this just sound like a boogeyman. There's no way that they said this. Is this real?
Yeah.
Where's the paper? This is the tweet. I need the paper. Okay, here this guy says, read it yourself.
It's called Beneficial Blood Sucking. Is the title of it.
Beneficial Blood Sucking by Parker Crutchfield and Blake Hurst.
The abstract says the bite of the Lone Star tick spreads alpha-gal syndrome, a condition whose only effect is the creation of a severe but non-fatal red meat allergy. Public health departments warn against Lone Star ticks and AGS, and scientists are working to develop an inoculation to AGS. Herein, we argue that if eating meat is morally impermissible, then efforts to prevent the spread of tick-borne AGS are also morally impermissible. After explaining the symptoms of AGS and how they are transmitted via ticks, we argue that tick-borne AGS is a moral bioenhancer if and when it motivates people to stop eating meat. We then defend what we call the convergence argument. If Xing prevents the world from becoming a significantly worse place, doesn't violate anyone's rights, and promotes virtuous action or character, then Xing is strongly pro tanto obligatory. Promoting tick-borne AGS satisfies each of these conditions. Therefore, promoting tick-borne AGS is strongly pro tanto obligatory. It is presently feasible to genetically edit the disease-carrying capacity of ticks. If this practice can be applied to ticks carrying AGS, then promoting the proliferation of tick-borne AGS is morally obligatory. Well, they start from a premise that is wholly incorrect, and then go from there.
What's the incorrect premise?
That eating meat is morally impermissible.
I'm not for this. Don't get me wrong, but I do think, like, I always think about, like, okay, we live in a time where we feel like we're on pretty firm moral ground in juxtaposition with our historical ancestors. So I always try to think, okay, what are we doing now that 200 years from now they'll be like, how the fuck did those savages even live like that? I do think eating meat is morally abhorrent. I do.
But you do it in spite of that?
No, I do it because I grew up in this culture and I don't think twice about it. But like when I I can't morally defend it. Like, I think your argument would be, and correct me if I'm wrong, but your Lord and Savior bestoweth upon you a hierarchical structure of, we are the most important beings in the land. Therefore, we need to eat to be fruitful and multiply.
Go, Peter, kill and eat, yes. But also, like, saying that it's morally impermissible is a factual statement that you can't, it's an opinion.
Well, do you think it's morally reprehensible for humans to kill dogs?
You can say reprehensible, you can't say impermissible. You can have the opinion that it is reprehensible. But to say impermissible means it is factually true and agreed upon that is not to take place.
Well, this is why I think that he's correct. That I do think it is immoral. Because
you can think it's immoral, which I would also disagree. We're the only species that like goes out of its way to kill things humanely, and every other animal's not going to stop eating meat, but that's beside the point. You can think it's reprehensible or whatever word you want to use, but when you say it is impermissible, that means everyone agrees that cannot occur, which is just
there isn't a moral stance on Earth where everyone agrees on anything.
Moral, no, but there are things we all agree on.
There, what?
Like 2 + 2 is 4. That's a fact.
But we're talking about a moral from like.
I agree. You cannot make a an irrefutable moral statement such that you claim it is okay to then genetically engineer insects to spread a disease to people.
So you're saying, okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I
Like
don't.
it's impossible for there to be something that is. There are things that we might all agree are morally impermissible, but that other cultures do not.
I guess I just don't. Impermissible, not allowed, unallowable, or forbidden. Typically describes an action, behavior, or rule that violates established guidelines, laws, or social norms. Yeah, maybe that's not the best word.
And this is something that, I mean, what percentage of the population eats meat? 80, 85, 90?
Yeah, probably more than that, yeah.
So to say it is impermissible is, and again, even if say you grant them that, which I certainly do not, then it is morally permissible to, not only permissible but necessary to spread a disease to people.
No, it's some psycho shit. Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Out
Like,
of his fucking
even
mind.
if you grant their premise, which is wrong, the rest of their thing is still insane.
Yeah, no, that's wild. I was just saying, I do think it's immoral, but like, nah, dog, can't, can't fucking.
I would argue it is morally impermissible to intentionally genetically modify ticks to hopefully spread disease to people.
I think you would be correct in that assumption. You should write a response paper. What
I don't
journal
care
was
enough
this
to do
published
that,
in?
but
This is ridiculous.
Bioethics, it looks like.
Is that like a? I don't know enough about.
Bioethics is a medical ethics journal that combines biomedical and social sciences to tackle the moral aspects of topics such as organ transplants, aging, some other stuff. But yeah, it's a journal.
So I don't think that they actually want to do this. I think they're just so. In the conclusion, it reads, importantly, the convergence argument is not necessary for to be pro tanto obligatory to promote tick-borne AGS. Our argument is intended to satisfy philosophers of different normative persuasions. If any of the convergent moral theories is adequate, then some argument can be made for our claim. Our argument is perhaps stronger than it needs to be because all it takes for one of all it takes is for one of consequentialism, rights based deontology, or virtue ethics to be an adequate first order theory. For example, if we relied entirely on consequentialism, one might object to our argument. Uh, so yeah, I don't think that they want to do it. I think they're just hey,
I think they're hedging their bets, but in order to write something this insane, you have to want to do it.
I don't think they want to do it, dog.
You can't argue this like if you're not in favor of it.
Yeah, I don't know. What else you got on your list? That was psycho, dog.
All right, I've got a fun one for you.
Run it.
You grew up in the era of the golden age of Pizza Hut, some might call it.
Absolutely.
So there is a company, and Tim Sparks is the guy who I don't know if he the owner, CEO, whatever, of this company that has purchased 80 Pizza Huts around the country, and they are restoring them to their former glory. He's bringing back the salad bar, the red cups. I think he's putting Pac-Man in them, and he wants to make Pizza Hut great again, as it were.
I mean, I'm all for that. I don't know how long it's gonna last though.
I think this is a killer business idea. I think people are going to go nuts for it.
I think it always has been. I think the reason that they went away from it was because of the resale value of the property if the business goes under in that particular location. So like if because you still have to sell, you're gonna have a harder time selling the building to businesses if it's shaped like a Pizza Hut. You'll be like,
oh, you're saying the businesses that you can tell used to be a Pizza Hut?
yeah, like yo, where's the car wash that used to be a Pizza? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just a harder sell in this beautiful economy of ours.
I don't even care about the exterior, but there's still one Pizza Hut buffet left in Nashville that I go to maybe once every couple years. And
I think my favorite part as a kid was growing up watching the pizza get made when they used to roll the dough and shit.
You could watch them.
Yeah. Pizza Hut has lost, I mean, pizza in general has lost its fervor to me, like with the kids, like with this generation. Like pizza used to be like a treat. I think now it's just a part of like I said this a couple times on this podcast, but like that was the only food that used to get delivered to the house.
Yeah,
Like that was like
pizza
pizza
and
delivery.
Chinese.
Yeah. it, I don't even we don't really do Chinese too much, but like pizza was the thing. Like it got delivered, or like at school we used to have pizza Fridays. If you act well, teachers order pizza. I think now ordering is just so prevalent that it's kind of watered down the surprise pizza's here.
Yeah,
But shout
yeah,
out
but
to
this
Cuz, yeah, that shit would be dope.
this would kill it. They're also bringing back the summer reading program.
What was that called when we was growing up?
Book it.
Oh, he had another one. What was it called? I
Did
forget
you
what
have
it was called.
AR? Accelerated reading?
Oh,
Did you
I
have
was a
accelerated reading?
menace on the accelerated reader program.
I was a menace for Book It. I was getting free personal pizzas like it was my day job.
Yeah, when I would go to my grandparents' house in the summer, there was the Pizza Hut thing, and then their local library had a reading program where you could get, shitty little toys and stuff. So I would double up. I'd read a book and I'd turn it into Pizza Hut and I'd turn it into the library.
Yeah.
And then you 2 for 1.
Did you guys have at your local Pizza Huts the buffet?
I don't remember having it as a kid, but like I said, there's still one in Donaldson in Nashville.
The Pizza Hut buffet in my suburb growing up, where I would turn in my Book It tickets, had pudding.
Really?
It was. I think about that pudding more often than I should. It was I'm sure it was just like snack pack pudding thrown into the tub. It was so good, and so you'd have like pizza and then pudding, and it was awesome. And I don't know if any other Pizza Hut buffets had pudding, but I loved it. I love Pizza Hut.
Hard pivot. I have a teed off,
I'd love to hear it.
and I should have said it earlier, but I just forgot. I the amount of disdain that I have for these motherfuckers, dog, incalculable. The
I'd love to
motherfuckers,
know who we're talking about.
the motherfuckers that yell after tee shots.
Mm.
Mashed potatoes,
Yeah.
Sasquatch, get in the hole. Shut the fuck up, G.
And you want to know something?
I hate them.
Those are the parents and former 11-year-olds who were running around bumping their chest around the bases. That's the culture that has permeated.
I don't know, man. Maybe whatever that's gonna stop that shit, I'm with. And if it's euthanizing our youth,
No,
that's
you don't got to do that.
I'm
Just
with it. If it stops the yelling after tee shots, I'm with it. I can't stand it. It's not like it's like you know what it is? It's like when kids like if you're in a kid's class, like in a classroom, and the teacher sits down and somebody does the fart noise. It's not funny.
yeah, it's attention. They need attention.
It's funny to like the 2 or 3 delinquents that may think that, but it's not shit weak. It's whack. It's not funny. It's not clever. I hate it with a passion. Like PJ should make a rule, like kick the motherfuckers out, or let somebody run a 1v1 fade on if they do that.
And you would think most courses would, obviously nobody can replicate the magic of Augusta, but you would think most courses would want to be, they see the decorum and that kind of thing, that the mystique that Augusta has, and you don't want your course to become, aside from the waste management, which like its whole branding is kind of the debaucherous nature.
Waste management is trash.
Sure. But if you're, what was the Adironic? What was the name of the course this week? Something like that.
Don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Like you would think you would want your course to be known as like, hey, this is a nice place to come watch golf, and like people are respectful, and you would think they would discourage that kind of thing.
When did this happen? When did this start? Like like all of a sudden it just became normal. I don't remember when it started. I can't. I don't
Yeah, I don't
remember it
either.
when Tiger was playing, but maybe I just wasn't paying attention like that. Like that era of golfers, Tiger, VJ, Phil, them cats. I don't remember it like that, but it could have been. I don't know.
Madeline, check me on this. Was the first like kind of time this happened? I remember people would yell "Baba Booey," and isn't that a Howard Stern thing?
Um,
I don't.
Was
I've
this a
never
Howard
listened.
Stern creation?
Baba Booey. I'm getting Baba Booey is Gary Delabete, which
Yeah, he was a Howard
is
Stern
a
guy.
Howard Stern EP.
So I remember like that used to be the thing people would yell, right?
I remember. I think the first one I heard was mashed potatoes.
I've heard of Baba Booey. I don't know if they're saying it on the golf course like that, but
Baba Booey is a common, often criticized shout made by spectators at PGA Tour events immediately after a golfer hits the ball, originating from a Howard Stern show fan attempting to be heard on TV. So I think that may have been like the
it's
first,
like a meme that they
one of the
turned
first
into the
ones.
golf
I could be
show.
wrong about that, but
Okay, I was dead wrong. I asked our beautiful AI companion, and it said the post tee shot yelling error usually traces to a fan who thought it was funny to yell "get in the hole" off the tee on a par five. Before that, getting the hole reserved for chips, long putts, yada yada yada. The accelerant was John Daly in 1991. The behavior took off when John Daly became a star after unexpectedly winning the PGA Championship, bringing lots of new people to tournaments, many of whom knew nothing about the sport and only cared about seeing John Daly put the ball in orbit so they could yell, "You the man," or "Get in the hole." Baba Booey, light the candle, mashed potatoes. Yep, and I guess it did happen in Tiger area. I just didn't catch it. But this shit is it's so corny, dog. It's weak. It's weak, man. It's weak. And I know there's gonna be some defenders of this shit, but get the fuck out of here. I hate it. I
it's
don't even feel
attention.
like I don't even feel like this is an old man take. I feel like it's just like, yo, shut up. It's like like if children were doing it, I'd be like, I mean, you're kids, you know what I mean? They'd be like grown men sitting next to their wives. Oh, Baba Booey. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Now I agree with you. But it is interesting to me. You started playing golf what, 2 or 3 years ago?
It'll be 4 years in August.
Okay. And now you're a shrink the game guy.
No. I'm
You're
not a
like
street.
too much is being allowed now.
No. I'm not a street because apparently that's been around since before I was even into the sport. I'm not trying. I would love to grow the game. I want to get different demographics in the game. I want to make it more accessible to people who can't afford it because this is a wealthy man's sport. Like you got to have money to play, right? I want to grow the game, but I there are just certain customs to me that are lame. Like lame. That is
I don't
lame.
disagree with you.
Yeah, I think that shit is corny, dog. It's just it. I do love the beauty and the purity of the sport. Who was it once that was saying if you go and make noise throughout the entire swing, right? It won't fuck me up. But if you do it like a little bit, then it fucks with me. So I'm like either allow all noise or no noise.
Well, all noise will never happen.
I think that would be dope. Who did? I think it was it Siwoo or Tom Cam, one of them cats. Like before some of his tee shots, if there was a lively crowd, he'll be like, "Hey, get up," and he'll hit his shot during while everybody cheering and shit. That's fire to me. That's dope. But just the single, it just doesn't mean anything. It's so pointless, though. You hate it. It's just
Yeah.
dumb. It's dumb. But anywho,
It's
I'm getting
attention.
off my
It's
yeah.
these TikTok kids.
I think they grown men. Sound like grown men, sound like my age, maybe a little younger, 20s. They in their 20s.
Yeah.
It's your generation.
I know. I know.
You've been off your generation for a while though.
Always.
Uh,
I'm closing in on my target age of 42.
You're so far from that.
A little while to go, but we're
Like 12,
getting
12
there.
years, 13 years from that?
Yes.
That's a whole
13.
lifetime, dog.
Yeah. But like 13 years ago, I was 16, and I feel like I wasn't 16 that long ago.
It does. My grandpa used to say, he said, the older you get, the further down the road you see.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Grandpa Carl, man. That's my dogs.
R.I.P. Stella Blue Coffee is more than just great coffee, it's coffee with a purpose. That's why we started We Brew to Rescue, a nationwide campaign using proceeds from our new ready-to-drink cans to fund 1,000 pet adoptions this year. Every can you crack open helps a real pet find a real home. It's as simple as that. Made with 100% Colombian coffee, each 11-ounce can delivers smooth, drinkable energy with a boost of protein, available in espresso cafe mocha and espresso sweet cream. They're the best canned lattes out there, period. Drink Stella Blue, fuel your day, and help save a pet's life. Get yours now at StellaBlueCoffee.com, Amazon, and select retailers across the country.
What else? What else you got on your list, man?
That's pretty much it.
Did you listen to the Iceman album?
So, yes.
Okay.
And I don't listen to rap very much anymore. I listen to rap that was made between 2006 and 2017. That's my range.
Okay.
I did on the way to the golf course the other day. I did put it on, and there were a couple songs that I was like, okay, I can vibe with that, but I was not overly impressed. Now I do understand there are 2 other albums that I did not listen to, so I can't speak to those. But I was not. And I'm curious to hear your thoughts because I know you're I don't know if you're a Drake hater, but you're a Kendrick lover.
No. Like super duper Drake fans, if you don't love everything he dropped, then you're
right. And I have one of those in my life.
Not me though. Drake is in all of my playlists, a bunch of my playlists. I love Drake's music. The battle has poisoned the minds of the internet when either one of these 2 artists come out with music now. Like there's a sensible way to talk about these cats. Like and for whatever it's worth now, they're forever tied to each other. I hate that, but I think that's just the nature of the internet. Like when Jay-Z and Nas went at it, right? Man, I think like Nas is in my top 5, Jay-Z's in my top 5, and when they went at it, my generation was like, they took sides, they picked sides, but it was never this like if Drake drops, it's immediately like, where's your boy Kendrick at? If Kendrick comes out, then it's like, what's Drake doing? Like, we up. It's just so fucking dumb. It's just like it's ridiculous. I remember because Nas, I favored Nas when that battle went on, Nas and Jay-Z. That was probably the second or third biggest hip hop battle of all time. Like Nas was probably one of I had Nas up on in that battle, but like it did nothing to my appreciation for Jay-Z. Like zero. Like they went at it, they sparred. I feel like Nas got the best of him. End of story. It is what it is. This is what I feel about this. Like Drake and Kendrick went at it. They sparred. I feel like Kendrick got the best of him. It didn't change the way I felt about Drake's music. Like I got still fuck. I think he's one of the most melodically talented rappers for sure, but like just musicians that we've seen in a long time. I love what he's super talented. But to get to the album, this has kind of been my gripe with Drake for a while. Is he don't make music for me, like, and that's fine. That's just I don't expect that. It's just like he'll make some very catchy shit, some stuff that sounds good. He can rap his ass off. Like he's talented. It is what it is. But it's just nothing that like I'm about to be 40. I ain't trying to listen to how you gonna shoot.
So is he though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's not. As I'm growing, like I grew up in the NWA era where gang banging on wax, that type shit. I was with it. I wanted all the smoke. I wanted to hear all of that shit. It's what I was into. But as a 40-year-old man with kids, and you know what I mean, I'd be golfing and shit. I can appreciate the vibes in the background, but as far as like something that I'll sit down and like really that resonates with me, it just doesn't. Like it doesn't. Especially as the odd thing about Drake to me is this: like the majority of street dudes that I know, and you met some of them, right? When we was in San Diego, and what was the sentiment you got there, right? They ain't still trying to do that shit, right? Like if you was born in it, like you do. If you smart, you do your best to get out of it, especially as a sensible man with kids and shit. what's weird about Drake to me is like you weren't born in that life, right? Like you may have had some struggles growing up or whatever the case may be, but like you weren't a street dude, like very obvious. But now you are. Like it's like you went backwards, and I don't understand. I don't understand that. Like this is your Iceman album, right? A lot of this music is like how you a mob boss and you finna take people out. You got money on people's head, and it's like why? I don't want to be around that shit. Like I, I got a couple homies who are still in the streets, and if we ever do something, I'm like, bro, I'm not going nowhere with you if you on that. Sorry, I can't. What I look like? If I'm not fighting with you, I'm not. I don't want no problems. I want a peaceful night out. I want to go watch jazz and drink wine, dog. I'm not with that shit. That's your life. That's what I don't understand about Drake is why is that lifestyle appealing to you now? You are a billionaire, presumably. You have every access to anything that you want in your life, and you have all of this animosity built up and want to play mobster. I don't understand that.
But do you think it's I mean, it's a projection, right? Like he's not doing any of that shit.
I don't know. I hope not. That would be dumb as shit if he is. I think like I know some of the cats that he rolls with, and some of them are from Houston. Jay Prince and them, and Jay Prince is known to be like that. And I just don't like who you shouldn't have any issues with people like that. Like if you got a problem like with like when it comes to rap, just keep it rap. Like you don't have to do like I just don't understand that. And then like fans will uh they'll they'll back that shit. And again, you can say this about plenty rappers out there, and I do, and I will. It's just that's not that appealing to me. It's just not like so. I don't know. I I thought it was an okay album. It's nothing that I'm probably gonna like double back too much. There were some really dope songs on it. Like there was this one, Too Hard for the Radio. The first half, I loved it. That shit was fire. Second half, he switched it to the West Coast beat because he was definitely trying to get back at Kendrick on this because Not Like Us was a very West Coast inspired jam. And that beat switch to me was I like the beat, but I ain't feel like he caught the pocket on it. Just my opinion. But yeah, I don't know, man.
So
I just
you
think
know way more about this than I do because I saw a TikTok with all the lyrics he had in the album that were like responding to things that Kendrick said.
Mhm.
Did those land for you at all, or like does that even matter anymore?
well, not nah. Like I don't think I was not looking forward to Drake um responding about the beef that happened 2 years ago. I was
Right.
not. But you could tell like this is why I feel like he had an opportunity like to show like real personal growth is now granted I can't relate to being called a pedophile by everybody in the world damn near because that song was huge. Can't relate to that.
Fair preface.
Yeah, so like that's gotta be that shit probably hurt, right? I think instead of expressing that in a way that I feel like would have been productive, I don't think he did. I think he just took more shots, which could open the can back up. I don't know where Kendrick at with it. My thought is he'll leave it alone. That shit is dead. But yeah, I can't relate to that. So like those feelings and aggressions he had, he took shots at a lot of people, and he feels like everybody came at him. So yo, fair enough. Um, like the opposite of that though, right? Because when he I don't know we get into deep hip hop lore, follow me, Big T, but when he had a beef with Pusha T, right? This is a while back, and Pusha T was the one that kind of revealed that he had a son, right? Which was like big
Yeah.
news. After that, I think his next song that he came out with after that battle, he lost that battle, right? After that, he came out with that Kiki, do you love me? He just continued doing him, and it was all good. Like it is what it is. I feel like this cut him a little differently, and he's like kind of like it hurt him, man, and you can tell it hurt him. But again, I can't relate to being mopped like that, and those are some wild allegations that we don't know are 100% true.
The other thing is, and we talked about this earlier with the diners. If you release 3 albums, number one, I'm not listening to all that. Number
I only got
two,
through Iceman, by the way. I couldn't.
right.
Yeah.
I'm less inclined to believe that you think all of that is good. Like, you're just putting out everything you've got. Give me 13 really good. Morgan Wallen does this. He has 30 song albums with a ton of great songs on them. But then if I ever go back and I'll just hit shuffle on the whole album, I'm like, I've never heard this song in my life. You totally forget some of the stuff that's on there. It's like, give me 13 to 16 very good songs, and the other ones, don't worry about it.
I'm with you 1,000%. I've never liked there's one exception, Tupac, and I'm clearly biased with that. That was my favorite of all time. Tupac came out a double disc, All Eyes on Me. I was also a kid though, so I was like, give me all the Tupac. I feel like maybe this is how people feel about Drake. That's fine. I'm with you though, and this is why I kind of like favor Kendrick's approach. Is because like he'll pop up every 2 or 3 years and give us a little bit, and then just go away. But to Drake's defense, I think this album release was the discussion is, I don't know, he's in the lawsuit with UMG, and he's in a contract with UMG, and I think, I don't know how much truth this is, but this is what the streets saying, that he released 3 albums to satiate his obligation to UMG, the contract he had with UMG. So maybe after this he's independent. I haven't verified it, I haven't cared enough to verify, but that's what they're saying. But to your point, I don't know that I'm gonna, like, I'm not in a hurry to listen to the other 2. I'm just like, I am a Drake fan. Like, I do like his music. I fuck with his, especially his old shit. I was planning to pick up my son up from school, and he gets in the car. He's like, "Oh, please turn that off." I was like, you're not fucking with it?" He's like, "Man, it's so bad." I was like, I was like, let me just, I guess I got it. I'm listening out of respect, man. Let me listen out of respect. So we finished it, and then he was like, "I made a whole old Drake playlist just because of this," and I was like, "Okay, let's butt it." So I gave him the aux, and we started listening to a lot of the old Drake. Be hitting,
I was gonna say, play him some "Find Your Love." Where did that go?
That shit's hard, dog. That shit is hard. The other one I Take Care was that I'll Take Care with Rihanna.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I jammed that like a few, 3 or 4 times. I fuck with Drake, dog. That's when this whole thing shut out back when I was on Twitter. Like, a lot of the Drake fans were like, "Oh, you're just a Kenny stan." Like, bro, yeah, I am, but I like Drake too. I like both of them. You can like both of them. It's okay. It's cool, man. You can like both of them. But overall, 6 out of 10.
Yeah, it was unoffensive. It's fine.
I was whelmed. Yeah, I was whelmed. Not my favorite shit he's done, but if it's for you, it's for you, dog. Can't even knock it.
Yeah.
All right, that will be Nanodosing for the day. We're gonna have a voicemails episode for Memorial Day. So be on the lookout for that. Unless there's anything else, man. It's been a pleasure seeing you again, my brother Connor.
You as well, big dog.
Leave your voicemails at 347-560-0401, please.
All right.
Number one more time.
347-560-0401.
0401. Leave them before Wednesday.
Leave them before Wednesday,
and
please.
We'll get to all of them that we have for an episode for next week.
Yep.
Gracias.
And then after that, Eric will be back. He's out with his more successful family.
Yes, he's out with his real family. And that's okay. It's okay. All right, y'all. Peace, love. Don't murder anybody.
Goodbye.
Mm.